Hello, welcome back to Funtime Crafts 24/7. This is Let's Make video, and what we're making today is we're making package embellishments or gift tags. Basically, the idea or the concept is that we make a decoration for a package, and it's also a gift as well. It's just an added little extra something, just to make it fun for the recipient. So whether it's for a really cool Christmas present, someone's birthday, anything like that, this concept definitely would be fun to add to whatever it is that you're gifting the person or doing. This idea was made to where it was an ornament. It was a gift tag that was also an ornament you could hang on a tree. So like this one here. This little tag is made out of balsa wood. So you could do a little inscription or writing on the back of it, and then it's nice and sturdy because it is balsa wood, and you could then turn around and hang it on a Christmas tree. Adorned it with Anna Griffin rub-on, chalk painted the back, edged it with some Sizzix luster wax, added a Tim Holtz little sentiment there, edged with that same gold wax. And I just think that these are so simple, easy to make, and would be a super fun gift to give to somebody. You could pull your dies out and have some fun with some cool like stained glass effect with these neat little windows. This is an Anna Griffin die here. It's one of the broke frame, romantic frame dies, one of those, with her rub-ons on clear acetate with some snow on there or some glitter on there to look like snow. And I just think that is so fun. But what a neat thing that you can actually hang on a package, and embellish package, and then you could put it on a tree and it would light up through the window. It's really cool. Another one, this one has an embellishment. This is one of the new redesign by Prima molds, made out of hot glue. I just dusted the mold with some pigment powder, and then went over her with the same Sizzix. What is this stuff? I use this a ton. Luster wax is what this is, and it's by Sizzix. Here you go, in gold. And this stuff is nice, dries quick, doesn't rub off, and it's a beautiful accent for your pieces. These are some of the new stamps redesign. They just had a release here, and I thought since it's like the last day of July, we could eke out one more Christmas in July video. I don't have too many of them, so I was like, okay, maybe we can get this done. So we're giving it a try. This is another die from Anna Griffin. This is a window frame die. Actually, it's right there. And this is out of the Christmas 3D window scene set. Just cut it out of some chipboard. Added a clear cardstock piece in between the last layer and the top 3 layers, and then did some rub-on transfers, her Christmas rub-on transfers, and then added some glitter to the window and to make it look like snow. And I thought, right, wouldn't this be a beautiful package embellishment? Or you could even just do this as a Christmas card. I actually thought about adding some green and red gems to make it look like little holly down here, but in gems. And then, but wouldn't that be fun? You could actually put a little pocket in a card and insert this in there, and it's thin and super nice. You could have put the gold on the back so it was double-sided. Did I do that in one? Oh, this one is like that. You could, so it's like pretty on both sides. This is really pretty too. It's clean. But you could have made it gold and would have just amped it up that much more. Especially if you want it to be an ornament and not just an embellishment on a package. And like, isn't that so stinking fun? I think that is just a hoot. Same thing here. This is one of those redesign molds. This is some of the Anna Griffin rub-on transfers, and then I pigment powdered. This one's cast in resin though. So basically the trick with the hot glue I figured out was you put your mold on a heat source, because the redesign ones are good up to I think it's 425 degrees. Anyways, what I do is I put it on my foil, what is it? It's a foil machine. My Spellbinder's foil machine, and my Glimmer hot foil machine. So basically I put my mold on top of this, Um, like so. I literally put the mold on top of this and heat this plate up with the mold, and then I make sure that my glue gun is nice and hot with the fresh battery, and then but my glue gun is also 100 watts, so it gets hot enough to melt the glue. And then it makes it liquidy enough that it will sink down into all the little details and crevices of the mold. When you don't have it hot enough, it won't settle in and pick up all the details, and it will actually leave bubbles. But when it's hot and like heating up the mold really helps a ton. So just a little tip or trick, little hack. Get out your glimmer hot foil, get out a heating pad. I also have a resin hot pad. I have a hot pad my sister got me. I thought it was to evenly cure the resin. No, that hot pad is to make the resin cure much faster, and it does. Like if you have a project, and it was bought off of Amazon, and it's for resin. It's a resin heating pad, and it comes with the dome. And if you just use regular resin in that, and these molds, they cure like just plain resin, not the amazing cast. Although this was amazing cast resin, so it was done in 10 minutes. Um, it cures in like less than an hour. They're so fast with the heating pad with the dome on it. It just heats your house up. So it being summer, it's something to think about. If you have an area outside, you could plug it in and do that. That would be really cool too. But anyhow, yeah. Um, so there is that as well. But anyways, you could use that resin heating pad to heat the molds up, and then put your hot glue in that. That's where I was going with that. Um, just a couple tips and tricks, and then this is I've been using this Waverly chalk paint, testing it out. This is a no prep chalk paint, so basically you put it on your item. I do a couple coats, and I dry it with my Tim Holtz heat gun, and in between coats, and it goes so fast, it dries so fast. And but the thing is it makes it to where you don't have to prep the top of it to put transfers on. So like this, and this is the Waverly Crimson. It is so nice, this color. I don't know, it is like my favorite Christmas red. It's so beautiful. Um that red is just absolutely gorgeous. But anyways, yeah, so this was amazing cast resin, Anna Griffin rub-on transfers, a little ribbon, and like isn't that just a fun thing to put on a package? And then it would make like a really cool ornament to hang on a tree. I think it's just a hoot. Here's another one, a balsa wood tag with just rub-on transfers, added a little charm, but like right, like perfect package decoration. I think that is so cool. So then the other thing I did was I was playing with my new redesign molds, and these are all done with amazing cast resin, and some are spray painted. This one's done in the luster gilding wax with the paintbrush. But I glued, oh, what is it? I used Quick Bond, my Quick Bond adhesive or glue, um, Type Bond, Type Bond adhesive, and glue clear cardstock to the back of the frame. And look how nice that looks. Like that is like really clean. And then use some Anna Griffin rub-on transfers, added a little metallic paint, and then glitter on top of it, and crystal clear glitter, and the clear cardstock, which is a nice weight, and that stuff is so crystal clear. Like you can even almost tell it's like laying somewhere. Like you would be looking for hours for it. It's so clear. It's not tinted. It is like crystal clear. It's really nice. You get it from heartfeltcreations.com. Best clear cardstock, best weight. It doesn't die cut very well, but for making window panels, it is the perfect weight. If you don't want to really die cut, I basically traced the frame onto with a permanent marker, a fine liner pen, and then cut out just inside the frame, so that way it wasn't protruding as bad. Um, to make it disappear, and then put the transfer on top of it, and then glued it to the frame. Dusted the frame first though with the Sizzix Lux gold wax, and I think then I drilled a hole in the top of the frame, And I think this is just a beautiful. I mean, wouldn't that look so pretty hanging on a Christmas tree? I just think that is such a fun concept. This here is done with this is clear amazing cast resin as well. This is some of the new Prima redesign rub-on Christmas transfers. A little more glitter on top of the transfer, but this was spray painted with gold paint, and this stuff is fabulous. This dries in like minutes, no more than 15 minutes. It's 18 karat gold premium metallic. It's a little bit expensive, but a little goes a long way. I literally only put one coat on these frames, and look how gorgeous they are. So more Prima transfers, Christmas transfers. This one already had a hole, and just glued the cardstock to the back, put the transfers on, put the transfer on first, then glued the cardstock to the back, then put the glitter on it with the metallic paint. And I think that is just going to be a super fun Christmas ornament package decoration. Just something super fun to give somebody as a gift. And amazing crack cast resin is like um about $15, but you can do so many of them. And then you get a thing of paint, and I mean, just awesome, right? This is another redesign, one of the new molds. There were some ballerinas. Oh, they were just gorgeous. And yeah, so dusted it, gilding wax, and I think this is just going to be fun illuminated on a tree. And there was a cross one. They had a cross one as well, and it was already an ornament. It had the little hanging thing, so you could add this to something else. Because I was thinking about hanging this in a frame, was hanging them in a frame, and I thought that would actually be really cool as well. This is another one. Same Anna Griffin rub on. This was actually a square balsa wood coaster. I just used my crocodile, punched a hole, put a grommet on the top, and rub on transfers, little glitter, that cast resin piece there, redesign mold there again. Those are super fun. And then this is my favorite. Look at this one. And this thing is huge. It's like 5x7. It's gigantic. This thing is giant. It's let's see, 7 3/4 by just the mold. Oh wait, this is the widest, by 5. So yeah, like 5 by 7 3/4, and with one of those beautiful ballerinas on there. This is some redesign flower transfers, rub-on transfers. More of that um glitter and metallic paint to make it look like it's frosted. But like, right? Isn't that so pretty? And that could be for anything. That could be for someone's birthday. They could hang it up like in their bathroom, um, their dressing area, anywhere. You like they have a pretty room that they have tea or coffee in or whatever. Like it would be just a fun little display piece. Especially if you actually didn't didn't make it hang, and you wanted to like put it on a stand. You could put it on a stand, and it would just sit there. If you or they could even hang it, because I think there's a little hole they could hang it. But this is another one of those. This is from the Astrid, the redesign Astrid mold, and painted with that 18 karat gold spray paint. One coat. Look how gorgeous that is. And then amazing casting resin, dusted with some metallic pigment powders, and then rubbed with that luster wax. Yeah, but isn't she so pretty? This is my favorite. Oh, I love this one. It's so pretty. So yeah, so that's just kind of what we're jumping into today, and I'm gonna do the die cut one, not the cast, because I think that's basically self-explanatory. But we are gonna do the die cut ones, and I'll show you how I do those. And this is that same Anna Griffin. I think it's the 3D. I think it's the 3D one. It's a 3D. Oh, right here. Yeah, holiday window scene. Holiday window scene 3D dies. It came from this set here. It's just the window, and so we're just using the window die. Basically, and then we're also going to do a balsa wood one. We're going to do a balsa wood, and I was going to show you how well that Waverly chalk paint works. It works great. So basically what I did was I cut out, this is 180-pound white cardstock. You can get this off of Amazon. It's nice and thick. Basically what you do is you're going to keep one as a backer, and then you cut one out of Anna Griffin matte gold, and you're going to glue all three of these together is what you're going to do. And I just use art glitter glue. You could also score tape it together. It's totally up to you. And yeah, so the first thing you want to do is you want to glue all these together. Oh, the other thing you need is that, like I was talking about, a piece of clear cardstock, and that's what we're going to put the transfers on. And what you're going to do to get your design, like I was talking about, what you do is you take your die cut, one of your die cuts, and what you're going to do is you're just going to trace around the die cut. Let me grab a pen here. It's a fine liner permanent marker pen. It's a Sharpie pen, but it's the one that has that fine tip. Like, really nice. Focus. Did it focus on it? Okay, you might not get that. I don't know, guys. It's not wanting to focus. But all I did was I just traced it like this onto that clear cardstock. And if I was smart, I would have stuck this right on the edge of the plastic. But honestly, I couldn't see it, so I was like guessing. And then you're just going to cut on the inside of this line is all you're going to do. So whatever line that you put down, you're just going to cut to the inside of it, because you want it to layer on the inside of this. Like that. And so where's my scissors? We'll try to keep the white on there so you can see. So just to the inside. And most of these frames, you have like a pretty good margin. So just see, I'm not even following the pattern because I know I have a margin there. And just cutting to the inside of that black line. So you can't see that anymore. And that is what is going to be my window. And then this. See? It just fits inside. Wait. Oh, you might have to switch it around. But there you go. Yeah, see? It just fits inside there. And if you want to, you could actually trim it down even more. Because I can tell we have space still. I don't know if you can, but... yeah, see how nice that is? That's like so much better. And then I score tape this to the top of the last window panel. That way we can stack everything on top of that. And it gives the window depth, and it gives your ornament depth like this. But you want to put the transfers on first. So that's what we should do before we forget. Make sure your window panel's clean too. Try not to touch it. And I'm just going to do this like this so that way you can see what is where. And actually, because the Anna Griffin transfers do so well, we're going to stack it on top of this so we can see where it's actually going to end up going. And I already picked out a few of them. Oh, where are we going to do? I think that goes to that one. So, oh yeah, we were going to do these. And I was going to do the one like I did that one. But I'm using these corner ones. And these are the Christmas rub-on transfers. These here. Christmas ephemera rub-on transfers is what they're called. And if you're looking up anything on Anna Griffin's website, you want to type it in exactly. So Christmas ephemera rub-on transfers, or it will not come up. You can't type in rub-on transfers. You can't. Yeah, that new website design is very interesting to use. It's always been interesting to use, but even more so now. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah. Anyhow, she has beautiful products, so I think that's her saving grace. So I'm just going to line this up with the window, like where I want to see it. And then just press it onto the clear cardstock. Just like so. And these stick so well to plastic or slick surfaces. Yeah. They even stick to the balsa wood when you'll see. They do really nice. Okay, so I got another one for the bottom corner. But actually, I might have to, oh, I think I am. Oh, shucky darn. I went the wrong way. I'm gonna have to go back this way. Hope for the best. Because, did I? No, that was proper. Was it? Oh no, it's wrong. I did it wrong. Oh, let me get a different ornament. There's ornaments that are they're directional for their foliage. Yeah, they're directional for their foliage. And I need this one actually, right? I think I need this one. Right here. I'll see if this one will work better. I might still have to trim off because of how big that other foliage is. I might have to actually trim this off. Oh, yeah, I am. That's okay, though. That is a-okay. And you can save that for something else. For sure. Yeah, don't throw that piece out. You'll use that for something else. So then, I'm going to go like so. And I just put it on like one of the window, like it's under the window pane, or like it's hanging from the window pane. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Oh man. Well, good thing I said it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm A, crooked, and B, I rubbed off part of the transfer. Dang it. All right, well, you guys get my drift. Oh, bummer. And if it starts to come up, just press it back down. It's so crooked. I wonder if I can straighten it up. I think I can straighten it up, though. And I don't think that looks bad. I'm going to continue on. Pressing forward. Okay. But we're going to have to cut this one off as well, because it's not going to want to fit now. And we'll save those for something else. And then we're going to put this at the bottom. Like so. Like, right? Isn't that fun? How pretty is that, right? That is so fun. Yeah, and if they're starting to peel up, just press it back down. And that's it. And look how fun that is. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put score tape on this one. Let's do that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and score tape all of it together. And this is on the top of the die cut too, because this is going to be our backer piece. Yeah, you can just use any frame in your stash, any rub-ons, you know, so any dies in your stash, that will make a nice window panel. You can even do two together. So this is the top of the window die. And so I'm going to try to, oh, I should have, hang on, let me use my shirt. You want to make sure to get all the fingerprints off before you put it down, because you can't really get them off after it's already adhered. Okay, there's still some more. Hold on. Where are you? Oh, I hope you guys have been in frame. Sorry if you haven't. Oh, bummer. Oh, wait. Wait. Because remember, we have to kind of straighten it up a little. All right, this is just an example too, so obviously you want to make sure it's as straight as possible. Try not to put your fingers on the clear plastic and then press it down onto the cardstock. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, right. Look how fun that is. Isn't that great? You can already see how fun that's going to be, right? That is pretty terrific. Okay, so let's add, actually, let me glue these 3 together. I'm just going to glue all these together just like that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've added, I glued all these together, and then I added score tape to the top of the frame on this one, and now I'm just going to line this one. Just line this one up with the other one. And then once it's where I want it to be, then I'm just going to press it down. Right? Isn't that great? Yeah. Okay. And so now what you want to do is you want to punch a hole in the top, and there's a nice little reference area there. I'm just going to use my crocodile, and I'm going to do the big one. Here we go. Oh, wait. It's this way. I'm just going to line it up in the middle there as best I can. And the crocodile is great because it presses, it cuts quite a bit all at once. And then I've got these 3/16 grommets or eyelets, and they have the grommets for the back, and I love these. Got these off of Amazon. They started selling them with the grommets, and I think that is fabulous. So I'm just going to press this in the front, and these are a little bit, can be a little bit tight if you don't get them like right on. If you don't get them perfectly lined up. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And then you put the grommet on the back. And then I always put the tall side to the bottom onto the post. And then you just give it a squeeze. And that's the finished back, and that's the finished front. Isn't that pretty? Like, didn't that turn out great? Yeah, and that makes it look so much nicer on the back. I love those grommets for the back. And now you can, at this point, you can just add a piece of ribbon, or you can do these fancy ornament hooks. Like, you can do that. Like, how pretty is that? Or just do a ribbon. Like, do I have ribbon on? I'm pretty sure I got ribbon on this table somewhere. Oh, good. Here we go. Here, let's use this. We'll just do this. And so now you can add, and then you just thread it through the top. You could actually add beads to this now if you want. Before you knot it at the top to hang it. You can actually thread beads on here to make it even fancier. Let me grab some. Okay, so I've already added a couple. These beads are they're just metallic plastic beads from the Dollar Tree. I don't know what they're calling it now. But you know, your local discount store. Just inexpensive. You can get them from, obviously, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. They're really inexpensive. Just little gold plastic beads they're fun and add a really great touch, especially before you go and tie the top of it. And I don't think we need to, this is uneven. The That's okay. Demonstrative purposes anyhow. Okay, there we go. But like, right, isn't that great? We'll clean up the edges because since we're threading, it's they're kind of janky looking. And then right, isn't that great? And now you could even add, just about anything. You could put a charm on it. You could add, I gilded wax this. You could add that to the top of it. Actually, that goes pretty decent with it. Let's abscond with this jump ring here. And we'll put this on the top. And how fun is that? I put that luster wax on this. Just kind of experimenting with what it would, what the luster wax would stick to. All right, now use your jewelry pliers for that. But like, right, how fun is that? Isn't that great? That is just a hoot. And then now you can add, now the other thing you can do is you can either do metallic paint, which I use this here, iridescent medium, or you can just do art glitter glue. And I'm going to do art glitter glue because it's a little bit faster. And you're just going to take and you're just going to put glue anywhere you want, fake snow. And what it does is it just adds that extra bit of, shimmer for when it's on the Christmas tree. And just makes it super, super fun. And see, you don't even have to be precise about it at all. And then you just want to make sure, and I'm using the crystal, the glitter I'm using is, you can use any glitter you want. I'm just getting a piece of paper so I can dump it out. This crystal clear. And I get this from Heartfelt Creations as well. I think they're still selling it, but I can't say for sure. I think they are. And then once this dries, it will look. And then look at how fun is that, right? So if you get glitter on the window, just use a dry little paintbrush just to knock it off. Like that, just to dust it off like that. In anywhere, even on the window panels, just want to be careful not to hit the glue. But like, isn't that great? And then it looks like a little snow-covered window pane, right? I think that is just so stinking fun. And what a great thing to hang on a Christmas tree and to just say, hey, Merry Christmas, I'm thinking of you. Or if you made them for someone's birthday or something like that as a package decoration, it's like something else they could keep, and it's just super fun. So there's that one. And now let's clean this up really quick. And we'll get started on the balsa wood one. And that balsa wood is so simple. You literally just use your prepped, well, this thing is ornery. You just take your balsa wood. You just take your balsa wood and you pick your paint. And I have a couple of transfers here. So I think I'm going to do a green on this one. And we're going to do celery. We're going to do the Waverly celery. And this is a beautiful green. It looks just like this, like pale. It's a sagey green, I think. But you want to shake it up. Make sure it's nice and mixed up well. And then, and then you're just going to put a light coat on. Then you're going to dry it with your heat tool. I try to go with the direction from the middle outward. And the reason I do that is so that way it keeps the back nice. And I just be really careful where I touch. If you go off the edge like this with your paintbrush, it scrapes the edge, whereas this just scrapes it to the edge. And then I try to not touch. So oh sorry. If I'm doing it like this, I just touch the sides one time where the paint is, because I'm still gonna get paint on my fingers there. But if I don't move them, and then I just lightly drag the paintbrush down and just give a light coat, I can then take this over with my heat gun and use my Tim Holtz heat gun and dry it, and it dries in like 2 minutes. So hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, so now you could just actually put your, continue from here. You don't necessarily need a second coat if you want the wood grain look, but I like it with the 2 coats. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing I did before, and just hold it up at the top, and then just drag down out from the tag, so that way the idea is not to get the edges messy, the back messy rather. And just lightly paint that. And then I'll turn it around, grabbing a spot that's dry, and then grab it from the top, but I'm not going to move my fingers once I put them there. And then put another coat, or finish that coat out, and just light paint. And then this is no prep, so you can just put your transfers on this right after we're done drying it. So let me dry this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that that's done, we can move on to the next step. And I was going to give you another little hack. So like if you're going to be painting quite a few things in a couple of colors, like it's Christmas, right? You're doing primarily red and green, right? White. If you just get a few paintbrushes, and like if you're doing primarily chalk paint, I found that if I just take a baby wipe and I wipe my brush on it, wipe my brush on the baby wipe and clean it as much as possible, like this, it's still gonna have like, it's still going to have color in it, like coming off of it. But if it looks like the bristles are pretty clean, I pretty much leave it, because basically what I found is even though your paintbrush dries, and it's a little bit stiff, you basically, what you're doing with the baby wipe is just wiping off all the like plasticky latex that's in the paint. And it just, what makes the paintbrush stiff is the pigments. And I found that if I just fluff up the brush like this, the only thing that comes out is powder, the pigment powder. When I've been using the Waverly paints or chalk paint in general. And then once I'm done with all of it, and I've been using these for a couple days, and they are pretty thick. These are throwaway anyways, and they're just to do a base coat, the base coats of stuff. So I'm not really worried about that. And it still allows me to use a paintbrush, and I don't have to just keep throwing it away. Because I don't want to keep cleaning them. I don't want to stop to clean. That's not the fun part. I don't want to have to clean between every single thing, and then, all these little projects, when I'm changing colors and stuff. So I found if I do that, it gets stiff a little bit. But then if I do this with my, if I fluff it up with my fingers, it fluffs the paintbrush bristles out enough to where I can keep going, and I don't have to get a new paintbrush. But see, like, it'll still have stuff coming out of it. That's not even green. That's like brown. I don't know what I was doing with this one, but it's not even green. It's brown. Because I had red. And I've used this on white. I've used it on a bunch of colors, but see, it's just a pigment powder that's still in it, and it still allows you to use it. So anyways, there's that. So back to this. So now basically what I do now is, I take a small paintbrush. What I want to do now is, I do the edges with the luster wax, the Sizzix luster wax. I love this stuff. I love how it dries. This stuff is really nice. And then I just stipple or dab the edge with the paintbrush to get that beautiful color on there. And actually, I like to do it over paper because I've been using this paintbrush a bunch. I just keep using the same one. It dries. It dries, but it's still, the bristles are pliable, so you can still use it. Um, so it doesn't bother me with all of that, with the funkiness of it. I actually like that it splays out the bristles. It gives it a more like organic stippled effect, more like a frosted effect, which I love that. And yeah, so just gonna do that all the way around. This little balsa wood piece. Oh, and I was gonna show you the back, like right. So if you hold it like that, it works great. And then when I'm doing this type of stuff in the center, and I don't know if it's dry yet, I just hold it in the middle where there's no paint or anything, and on the back. And I go up on the bottom corners a little bit higher than the top. Isn't that so pretty? That luster wax is gorgeous, isn't it? And it dries really stinking nice. And it just makes it look like it's frosted gold. I love that. Yeah. Oh, I hope your guys' summer has been going great. We just had like a crazy windstorm. Had to take care of a bunch of trees. In town they got like 80 to 109 mile an hour winds. I don't think we had that up at our place, but it was pretty strong. It knocked out what was left of the top of our trees. It knocked them out. We had to do a whole bunch of like cleanup and this and that. It was crazy. But we did get a reprieve from the heat yesterday, and that it was raining. Oh my goodness. And it was like 78. It was absolutely beautiful. It was so sinking fun. That's how I ended up getting all this. It was so fun and nice. I played in here for a good portion of the day, like almost all of the day. It was so fun. But anyways, yeah, it's been awesome. But the heat, ooh, that's been not fun. As I'm sure most of the United States knows. It's like, oh, it's been crazy. So, oh, wait, actually. So these are some more Anna Griffin rub-on transfers out of that same Christmas ephemera pack. So I'm going to add this to the bottom. Now, this is going to end up coming off of here. Now the luster wax might not be dry yet, but I'm still going to go ahead and see what we can do there. And just using my finger to burnish it down, to rub it into the balsa wood, the paint. I don't want to gouge the balsa wood. I just want to press firmly. Burnish it really firmly. Oh. Oh, good. Oh, good. And then you're just pulling up the corner. If it doesn't stick, press it back down. But see how nice that is? It sticks to that Waverly chalk paint. That stuff is nice. Yeah. Look how well that did. Isn't that great? And then you just rub your finger over it, or you're supposed to rub the backing over the top of it. This piece over the top. I don't know why. I just always use my finger. And then like, oh, look how pretty. And then we're going to add this to the top of that. Up here at the top. That beautiful bow, right? How fun is that? And there again. Press it into that paint, or into the balsa wood. Just rubbing it really good. Use your fingernails. You could use your bone folder or any of that. I find if I do it like that, it uses too much muscle. And it puts gouges in my balsa wood. So I found it more beneficial to use my nail. Probably because I don't have any, so there is that. Yeah, if it's pulling up, just press it back down and burnish it a little more. Rub on it a little more. Press on it. Right? Oh, look how pretty that is. Isn't that great? And just rub your finger across it and then boom. Isn't that pretty? Oh, that's so pretty. And then, yeah, the back is still clean, still pretty and nice. So now what we can do is we can go ahead and put some ribbon in this. We could add a sentiment to it. We could do like a little Merry Christmas kind of a deal. We could do Merry Christmas like that. Holiday, Happy Holidays. We could do Holiday Magic. What does Holiday Magic look like? Happy Holidays? No, that's pretty long. I'm just going to trim it out on the backing. And I'm doing that because I know I want to, put gilding wax or the luster polish around the edges of it. So I don't want it to be sticky. I wonder if we could stack that. Can we stack it? What if we do something like that? Do we like that? I think that's pretty. And then I'm just going to grab my little paintbrush that has it, and just whatever's residual. I'm just going to put on here. I'm just going to dust the edges with what's left. Give it that little distressed vintage vibe. And then we can even put a charm at the top if we want. I might have one sitting on the table here. Okay. Right? Holiday Magic. What word would you say? Right here? Was it there? I don't know. I can't hear you guys. Speak up. Shout louder. All right. You guys said. We're going there. Right? How pretty. Okay, let me get some red ribbon. We'll get like red. Oh yeah, red. That's pretty. Red? No, let's get the other one. Let's get this. Let's get this one. Yeah, this dark red. That's pretty. And we'll just do like so. Oh, and then we could add the gold beads to these. Add some gold beads, and then we'll add a little something. Right? Oh my gosh, right? That is a cute little tag. Let's add some beads to the top of this. So just gather them up like so. Wish the pointy parts were going the same direction. Like so. The hole's big enough in these that it doesn't matter. Then you just feed them on like that. Like, isn't that so pretty though? And they're just little plastic beads. Like, I mean, how pretty does that? That just adds so much. And they're just very inexpensive, beautiful little things. You know where else I find a bunch of this stuff, like this type of stuff? Oriental Trading has like a bunch of like the charms and things that are fun. Oh, look, this is on my table. Any more? Oh, there's a green one. Red one. Oh, this one's kind of orange. We'll use the green one. And then we'll just pop that on here. And these came like this. I got this off of Amazon though. Came like that. So we'll do just like that. And like, what, isn't that a fun package? A gift tag and then an ornament. They can hang it on their Christmas tree. Like, isn't that cool? And then you just trim it like so. And then boom. That is beautiful, isn't it? I love it. I think that is so cool. Well, let me know what you guys think of these little projects down in the comments below. And yeah, yeah, let me had a little brain pause there. Let me know what is your favorite, if you like the balsa wood or you like the little window die cuts, and if you're gonna try it. I hope you guys are having a great summer. Hopefully everything's going good. Hopefully you're beating the heat. And we eked out a Christmas video before the end of July. So happy Christmas crafting in July, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye-bye.